Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making an uncooked fruitcake with my sissy and my papa. What you'll be needing for this uncooked fruitcake will be some mini marshmallows, some orange juice, some candied cherries and candied pineapple, some graham crackers, some chopped dates, some chopped pecans, and some golden raisins. Okay, now my papa is taking the stems off these golden raisins. Not all raisins have these stems, but ours do. You'll be needing 15 ounces of raisins, which would be probably a whole box. It depends on which side your box is.
I like to look through the raisins because sometimes they just don't look good. Like this, for instance, here. I don't know what happened, but I kind of like to look through them and make sure that there's no stems on them and that the raisin looks good. And if it doesn't look good, I just discard it.
So yeah, so we're gonna continue doing this until we've did the whole box. And we'll see you when we do the next ingredient. So now I have these candied cherries. I'm going to cut these into fourths. We need a half a cup of candied cherries. You can use as much as you want or as less as you want. I'm just going to be using a half a cup of candied cherries. So really I'm just going to cut these into fourths and then measure them until I get a half a cup. So I'm just going to finish cutting these. Now I've moved on to the pineapple. I did the cherries. I end up with doing about I'll say a 1 cup of cherries. And I think I'm gonna do a 1 cup of pineapple as well. And the pineapple's a little harder to cut, so just be aware of that. I'm doing the same as I did, cutting it into fourths. So I'll just, until I get to like a cup, maybe, and I'll see you when we do the next ingredient. So now my papa is taking the graham crackers. We're gonna put it in a regular Ziploc bag and take a rolling pin and start to smash it. We want it to get down to the smallest pieces and be grind like sand. And leave it in the package of the cracker. And then we're just gonna do the theory for a while. So as he takes it out, where it's like a sandy sheet, there's still some crust in it, but it's more of a crunchy sand. And then we're gonna do that for, how much do we need?
A whole box.
Okay, so a whole box. That would be about 2.2 ounces.
12.2 ounces, but you can use more if you want to. It's up to you.
Yep. You can do more or less. It doesn't matter. So we're just gonna keep doing this until we get the whole box or how much ever you want, and just keep crushing it. And we'll see you when we do the next ingredient. Okay, so we're at the mixing part now. We're gonna go ahead and mix in all the graham crackers in a nice big bowl.
Tell it, got to be a big bowl because you're going to mix a lot of ingredients.
Yes, big bowl. With any big bowl, plastic, glass, like just as long as it's big and deep. Alright, so we put it in our graham crackers. Now we're going to be putting in our chopped dates. You will need a whole bag of these. Now we'll do our pecans. I'll pour in the name. Now our candied pineapple.
That's not going to come out quite as easy.
Yeah, you probably have to get the spoon for the candied pineapple and cherries.
Wait a minute. Now you put the raisins.
And you'll probably need a spoon for that as well.
And then
And
cherries.
the candied cherries. And you also need a spoon as well. Now that we have everything in the bowl, you're going to go ahead and stir that up.
It may be better to use your hands.
Yes. We're using wooden spoons, or you can use your hands, however way you want to do it. You're going to mix it until combined.
Hold the bowl.
And once it's combined, we'll take the orange juice.
The marshmallows.
Well, the marshmallows.
Eat the marshmallows.
Well, so we're going to heat the marshmallows. We're going to melt them over low heat after we get done mixing this. Okay, so now we're going to be melting the marshmallows. We're using a whole bag of mini marshmallows. And we're just going to melt it on maybe 1 or 2 low heat. And we're just going to stir it until it melts. This will take about 3 to 5 minutes maybe. Make sure your marshmallows are defrosted. It will melt easier. Now it's halfway melted. We just want to get it until it's very creamy.
Oh, and do not use the marshmallows in a jar. I tried that last year and it was horrible.
Marshmallow cream. Marshmallow cream.
Yeah, don't use the marshmallow cream.
Yeah, you just want to do it from scratch and melt the marshmallows. It's harder work, but it turns out to be better.
Yeah.
Okay, and once this is all melted, we'll take it over to the bowl and we'll slowly pour it and add our leftover ingredient. Okay, so now we're pouring in the marshmallows. And you gotta mix it fast. Gotta mix it very fast. And you wanna make sure you get all of the marshmallow fluff out of the pan and all into the ingredients. Make sure it has a lot of marshmallows fluff everywhere. So we're just gonna mix this until all the marshmallow fluff is everywhere. And then get all of it off the spoons and into the bowl.
Thanks for holding that.
Kind of tough to get all this. You really need some muscle to do it.
Okay.
So we're just gonna show you how it works in the whole process.
It's hard.
Yeah, you want to get all the marshmallow off the spoons.
Okay, here's where the orange juice comes in. Ange, I need you to hold
So
this.
this is where the orange juice comes
You
in.
just hold this. Hold that.
And
Hold
it doesn't matter how much you use. You want to pour it until it's just, you think it's just moist enough. And you're gonna mix this part with your hands. And you want to pour as much orange juice as you think where it'll all stick together.
Just keep it moist, but don't put a lot in there.
Yeah, you don't want like a bunch of liquid sitting at the bottom or anything. And we might have to add a little bit more so all those graham crackers stick together. It's not some dry bits. You're gonna make sure every bit's moist with the orange juice. That smells amazing.
It looks amazing.
My hands are clean.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you get it all mixed in there good where it's just moist enough. You'll probably add a drop or two more maybe. You just want to make sure all that goodiness sticks together so where it can actually be formed of a cake because we're not like baking it. We just want to get in the loaf pan and, you know, get it all moist. Do you need more?
I don't think so.
Okay,
So I think we're good. Yep, until it's like a big clay ball, kind
All
of.
you're trying to do is get the ingredients to stick together.
Yeah. And
Okay.
once they've all stuck together, it's
Move that.
good. You don't need any more orange
Move it out of the way.
juice.
Move it out of the way.
So
Move the orange
now
juice. Grab me a pan.
we're
Grab me a little pan.
going to put it in our loaf pan. And we're just gonna
Now you
add
can-
it in there.
Now you can use any pan you want.
Yeah, any loaf pan. It could be, you know, could you just roll up into balls maybe?
You could. I guess you could.
Yeah, and you could
And
just
what-
have them little, like,
Whatever you-
fruitcake bites.
Whatever you put it in, just you want to mash it down because you want the ingredients, all ingredients to stick together.
We like to use loaf pans, and we just want to push it down until it's nice and patted down there. Yeah, that's what I'll say. So we're just gonna pat it down until we have no more batter. Like this is how our first one turned out. And that's how you do it. You just refrigerate it for like overnight maybe. You just want to get it nice and cold. Then you can cut little squares and eat it. So we're
Yeah.
just gonna,
Now I've found that you can put it in, keep it in the refrigerator, keep it in the freezer, and slice it up, and then put it in the freezer in a good freezer bag, and it'll last. It'll last for. I've eaten it 6 months. Take out a pie slice and just let it cool or let it thaw, and it is really, really good.
yes. So we are out of little
Not quite.
cans.
So we're gonna
So we have this big glass one here that we're gonna put the rest in. Give a like to this video. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye.